What percentage of your life do you feel like you know what you're doing?
I mean, since I've had children, zero. And I mean that.
I would say that maybe 50% of my life, maybe 50% of my life, I know what I'm doing.
I mean, I guess, and actually thinking about it, work wise, sure. Being a great husband, yes. Being an excellent lover, definitely. But then you throw fucking kids in there and it all goes to hell. So maybe 50% for me, maybe.
In things that have an answer, like a definite solid answer, I think I got that pretty figured out, like 70 to 75%. The problem I think is that so much of life, like you don't really know. Like, is this going to be the right job? Well, you don't know until you take it. I think so much of life you don't know the answer until you've already made the decision.
I also think that's the biggest, that's the scariest thing to people is, do you take that chance? I think people struggle with that more than, how many things are you good at? Is how many chances do you take in a day that could change things enormously that you don't?
Oh, you mean like big things or like little things?
Obviously, big things, but little things. I mean, what if you don't decide to go to the grocery store that day and you just sit around and do nothing? What if you decide not to cut the lawn? Then you get a ticket for not cutting your lawn.
Have you gotten tickets for not cutting your lawn?
Now I'm a maniac about it. I'll cut my lawn in the summer twice a week sometimes.
So do you really have that much difficult of grass, or do you just have a crappy mower that you haven't taken in and you need to have it serviced? Because you cannot tell me that you need to cut your lawn twice a week. That's ridiculous.
It gets long. It probably gets to be 4, 5, 6 inches long after a week.
So I asked the audience, how much of your life do you feel like you know what you're doing? 42% said 25% or less. 32% said 25 to 50. 18% said 50 to 75, and only 8% said 75% or more. I would be willing to bet that 8% that said 75% or more is probably the section of the audience that knows the least. Right? Like, if you think you know something, that's what's weird about life. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know what's going on. It's probably why stupid people are so sure of themselves in the internet comments.
Well, all right. So listen, this is going to be the last episode of the bangers because I got a surprise. I don't know if it's a game. I don't know how you describe it, but next episode,
okay,
we're gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. So
okay,
that's
all
it.
right.
That's the only way I'm gonna tease it. But
now, do you actually mean the next episode, or do you mean like 6 months from now?
Next episode. This has been something I've seen because I used to do fun facts, and then I used to do some questions, and then we went to bangers. So I was like, what do the people want? What do they want? What do they want to see or have Nick Vinzant say to them? So
okay.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right. Target date March 2027.
If your blood type was to come back a certain kind of food, what do you think it would be?
Soda and chicken tenders.
Okay.
I think that's what would yours come back as?
It would just be a black line, just dead. No, probably like beef jerky, like the sausage, bacon, beef jerky, like those things.
God, that would be amazing if your blood type was just the food that you ate the most.
Anyways, all right. So this one is more of a theoretical question for you. But which out of these two bones, say you were to break them, do you think? Say you were in the middle of a jungle and you broke one of these bones, and you had to obviously get to safety or find somebody for help. Which one of these do you think you could break and do that successfully? Your back or your femur, which is the largest bone in your body?
I think that breaking your femur can kill you. Because if you broke your femur, you probably really did something else. Like, you could maybe just break your back like a hairline fracture and kind of be okay. But I think that if you break that femur, that's like harder than concrete. Like, you just did something. That's probably the least of your problems.
I mean,
if you break that.
And per usual, throwing realism into the questions is not what I was planning on you doing. But
Well, you asked me a question. Why would you not want what I really thought? Like, what do you want me to say? Okay, what would be the answer that I could give you that would make you happy?
I gotta try to do my Nick Van Zandt accent.
Oh, God, I want to hear you do an impression of me.
I didn't actually have one. I was just gonna say,
Oh.
break my femur.
Yeah, dude, I wouldn't want to break my femur. You get really hurt. Like, you probably did something else, right? Like, and if you break your back, I think that problem's going to solve itself anyway.
How many bones
you break your back
in your day?
4.
And we're gonna count fingers as one, so you can't say like you broke 3 fingers and they count as 3 different.
Leg. I break my leg twice. Leg once. Skull once, hand twice.
You broke your skull? How? I mean,
yeah, cracked it open.
Well, that says a lot. Okay, 30 seconds. How old were you? How did you do it?
I was 8 years old. I had my head down to see how fast I could ride my bike and rode it headfirst into a parked car.
Says everything.
It's incredible that a human being could survive that if you think about that.
Yeah, I mean, you might not survive it now, but back then, as a kid, of course you could.
No, I mean, you can't really well, you can see it a little bit. There's a massive scar. Goes all the way across my head.
Oh. Well.
I think it was like 72 stitches on the inside and 72 on the outside. So that's, 144 stitches?
Wow, for an 8-year-old and especially a tiny one like you were, it's a lot of stitches.
Oh, it was a life-threatening injury. Thanks for bringing up childhood trauma.
All right. Best drunk food. And I'm not talking about, you've had a couple of drinks and, you're kind of hungry. I'm talking about like you're completely sloshed and this food will just put you into ecstasy. You may fall asleep with it on your chest and you wake up in the morning in the same position. So I have nachos, pizza, or tacos.
I would say it's very close between nachos and tacos, or nachos and pizza. I would say it's very close between nachos and pizza, but I would give pizza the ultimate edge. I think pizza is probably the best drunk food.
See, that's tough because I've gone the pizza route. I've also gone the taco route. I put nachos as 3, pizza as 2, tacos as 1.
I don't see how that you can possibly put nachos behind tacos, because nachos and tacos are kind of the same thing if you think about it.
Yeah, to a certain degree, but tacos. You tell me, you go to Del Taco or Taco Bell or one of those fast food restaurants like that, and you're getting a wrapped taco that just doesn't tickle your fancy.
No, I'd rather have nachos, man.
Well,
I'm gonna eat tacos, but I'd rather have nachos any day of the week.
Or like when we were younger and used to party, and you would wait in line for that stupid taco truck or whatever it was. God, burger truck.
That was still the best. That was still the best. That's still one of the best burgers I've ever had in my life. But I never had it sober.
Well,
can you think of what's the best food that you've ever had in your life? Like, what would you say is the best single instance of food that you've ever had in your life?
Oh, it was a filet mignon steak from a local steakhouse here. By far,
God,
it was.
You're such a snob.
What? You asked ever. That thing. Just give me a second. What's yours? I'm just gonna sit here and think about it for a minute.
Mine was actually, I don't remember the name of the place. I don't remember what I got, and I don't even remember really where it was. But I was on vacation in like someplace in Oregon, and there was an Indian taco truck, or an Indian truck, like an Indian food truck, and I got something that was the best thing I've ever had in my life. And it's a 5-hour drive from where where I live now, and I've thought about making that 5-hour drive to go get it again.
Well, I think we need to put this on record, and if I ever come out to Seattle, we make that 5-hour trip.
Oh, we would do it in a heartbeat.
Listen, is it time? Is it time?
I was wondering if you were going to remember that it's the first of the month.
I fail on everything else on this podcast except for one thing, and that is this right here.
Okay. Well, with that build-up, it's time. The Outlaw Candle Connoisseur rides again. Candle of the month. God. Wait a minute. Okay, one more time.
Well,
Candle of the month.
thank you for that intro. It's going to be a simple one, actually. I usually go a little different. But Winter Night Stars is the candle of the month.
Ooh.
From the Yankee Candle Company. It's actually on sale as of this recording, so it'll probably be on sale throughout the early stages of January, and get it for $15. Once again, as most of my candles that I've showcased here over the last couple of years, you can get them multiple different kinds of wicks in terms of numbers, styles. You can get them different sizes. Burn time is going to run you, normal 30 to 180 hours, depending on the size and the number of wicks you get. But it's amazing. Friend of mine actually, because believe it or not, people locally who listen to this that know me are aghast every time they find out I'm the candle connoisseur. So actually somebody that knows me personally gave me this candle back, I don't know, August, September. It was near my birthday. And I lit it up probably sometime in early December. And it lasted a weekend, but it's amazing. So you're going to get, obviously it's Winter Night Stars is the title. You're going to get a very like piney, almost like ginger ale-y, or ginger soda smell, but I don't even know how to describe it. It's like you're in the middle of the Appalachians in January with clear air, blue skies, and just trees all around you. It's amazing.
That was probably the best description that you've given for candle of the month. That was a good description, right? Like you took me there. Before you were kind of just naming smells and things like that, but now you set the setting for it.
Well,
you set the setting.
Like I said, if it's not if it's not me failing at everything else in the first episode, I had to make sure I nailed that down. So
what though? But okay, now what amount of burn time are you going to look at and be like, "Oh, that's just not enough burn time for that candle"?
I usually stay away from they're called trial. Well, I don't mean to say this like you don't know, but they're called trial size, like the smaller ones.
Oh, I don't know anything about candles.
That usually go from 6 to 18 hours. Like I feel I kind of take this serious actually. To get the full aroma from start to finish, you need to have a candle that has a good lifespan, which it's usually a couple of days worth of burning.
Dude, is a candle have you found candles where you would start them off and you'd be like, "Ooh, that's good," and then it goes bad, or vice versa? Like, where do you think is the sweet spot of a candle?
When you first light it, obviously you get everything on the top, and then it soothes out, and then you'll be like, a day later, what's the smell? Oh, it's the middle part of the candle. And then the middle part's probably the sweet spot.
Okay. God, this is fascinating to me that you know this much about candles.
I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't.
Okay. Are you ready for our top 5?
I am. I think it's going to be a controversial one, but we'll see where we land here.
Okay, so our top 5 is top 5 pops or sodas. Top 5 sodas or pops or soda pop. However you want to phrase this. What's your number 5?
I stayed pretty generic, but anyways, we'll see how this goes. My number 5, I'm going to go with ginger ale.
Be hard for me to put ginger ale that high. Because I would never just drink like, "Ooh, I'll have a ginger ale." I might mix it with something. I would never just be like, "You know what? Give me a ginger ale." Because I'm not 95 years old. You want a Sanka? Some Fresca with that?
It's good. It's delicious. I think people are going to think that it's an obscure top 5 out of everything that's out there, but I'm okay. I'm fine with it. Probably the only choice on my list to where I'm like, you know what? It deserves a spot on my top 5 for sure.
Okay. I wouldn't put ginger ale in my top 10. I can't think of a single. I'd be like, I'll have some ginger ale by itself. It's a hard pass. My number 5 is Mountain Dew Code Red.
Okay, I actually think out of all the Mountain Dew, which I'll get to a little bit later, I think that's the worst variant, other than the blue one that just came out, Electric Shock or whatever. I think Code Red is the worst variant of Mountain Dew.
I think that there was some times in college in which I would have 4 or 5 Mountain Dew Code Reds just back to back to back. Mountain Dew Code Red dominated my college years.
Like I said, I'll get to Mountain Dew in a little bit here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my number 4 is root beer.
That's my number 4 is root beer. I love root beer. I think root beer is very underrated.
It is. I still don't really know what root beer is or what's in it or what it really actually tastes like, but it's delicious.
Now, do you have a brand, but do you have a preference? Or is root beer root beer? To me, root beer is kind of just root beer. Like, it's all the same pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we could name the major brands. I don't really know. I mean, haven't had a lot of the off brands, but yeah, root beer is just root beer.
I guess I would go A&W. If somebody asked me, like, well, what kind of root beer would you ultimately want? Well, like A&W root beer, I think.
Yeah,
but I have no idea what root beer is either.
I have no idea, but I guess
not a clue. Okay, well, I'm not even going to look it up. I don't really want to know. What's your number 3?
So my number 3, and it's kind of a cheap way out of this, but I have Coke/Pepsi as my number 3.
Okay. That's probably, I can understand that. I can see that.
I know the difference. Like, to me, I'm a Pepsi guy, right? But I don't mind Coke. So it's, Pepsi's a little more sugary, it's a little more bitey. Coke's a little more smoother to me. But people have told me it's the other way around. So maybe it's just the way that one perceives Coke versus Pepsi. I have no idea. But
I'm a Pepsi man myself. But I'll drink Coke. I don't have a problem with it. My number 3 is Pineapple Fanta. If you can get your hands on some Pineapple Fanta, which is difficult to get your hands on, it's an incredible pop. It looks like something that came out of your body after you haven't had water in a week, but it's an incredible pop. It's amazing. It's great. Pineapple Fanta.
I've never had Fanta, like any kind, that I can remember at least. So I guess I'll take your word for it. It's
great. It's a way to get fruit and pop at the same time.
That's such a wrong thing to say, but we'll leave that one there. My number 2 is the only kind of like specific that I have, and it's cherry Pepsi, wild cherry Pepsi.
My number 2 is also wild cherry Pepsi, except mine is specifically diet wild cherry Pepsi because give me all the chemicals. Just
Get
all the chemicals.
Get out of here. How do we have 2 of the same top 5?
Because, dude, we're best buddies. What's your number 1?
My number 1 is Mountain Dew.
Can you tell the story real quick about how you had to have liver problems because of your Diet Mountain Dew addiction?
Well, quick story. My liver, I had liver issues from drinking other things, but I basically started a lifelong problem with kidney stones because in college, I don't know, man, when you said you would drink 4 back to back, I probably drank 12 in a day, maybe. And that's saying it lightly. Because they used to sell the 1 liter, maybe they still do. I don't drink it anymore, obviously, because I would have a kidney stone every month. But they used to sell the liter bottles, the 1 liter bottles, and you could open them, and it wasn't like a 2 liter bottle. It wouldn't go flat if you didn't drink it fast enough. So I'd probably go to the gas station on my way to the gym, oddly enough, pick one up before the lift, and then on my way back, I'd pick up maybe 10 or 11 for the rest of the day.
Oh my! Like diet?
No, they were straight. They were straight Mountain Dews. I remember
you were drinking 12 Mountain Dews a day.
Yeah. So, anyways, long story short, I ended up getting a kidney stone, going to the hospital, obviously, And the doctor came back and was like, yeah, pretty sure it's going to be because of all the Mountain Dew you drink. And now I can't drink it. If I even have a diet Mountain Dew, my stomach starts to hurt. I don't know. Obviously, that's not kidney stones, but I just think my body is like, leave us the fuck alone.
Dude, I think that you may have some compulsive behavior issues, right? Like you're mowing your lawn twice a week. You drink 12 Mountain Dews. That's insane to me.
So,
That's 144 ounces of Mountain Dew a day. That's 2 liters, dude.
We were pumping, a lot of water back then too. So I was peeing so much. And then you get to the night and then you drink, liquor and beer. And I have no idea how I don't weigh 500 pounds. I'm getting there, but I don't know how I don't weigh it yet.
Dude, if you had 12 of those, that's probably like 1,200, at least 1,200 to $1,500 calories a day in soda. Oh my God. You are not a healthy man.
Once again, I don't want people to sit here and think like I did that for years, but I can confidently on record say I know I did that for probably a month and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good that you stopped. I don't think you would have made it much longer. Imagine just drinking yourself to death off Mountain Dew. Like, how'd you do it? Mountain Dew. What?
Yeah, right. Like, who's this idiot? It's delicious, I guess. But what's your number one?
Diet Dr. Pepper. I think Diet Dr. Pepper is the best overall soda. It's the only one that I would actually say is kind of thirst quenching. Like, ooh, that quenched my thirst.
There's many things that bother me about what you just said, but one of them was before I said my number one, you indicated that you and I may have the same number one.
Oh yeah, I forgot briefly about your Mountain Dew addiction.
Whether Mountain Dew was my number one or not, Dr. Diet Pepper would not be in my top 40.
Yeah, dude. Diet Dr. Pepper is good. That's the best one, I think. If you can actually get your hands on the Dr. Pepper Zero, the kind that they made because people are like, diet, diet, right? Like that person. If somebody makes fun of you for drinking diet soda, you know exactly what that person looks like.